All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the crowd at Hex Fight Series 28 Festival Hall. We're here with Damien Beatdown Brown. Now, first of all, I want to get your opinions on the Emrahan Hegemukulu fight versus Michael Manu. What were your thoughts?
Yeah, I knew you'd start with that one. All right, here we go. Be respectful, guys. That's all I really got to say. If you're a bit of a grub, you kind of deserve to lose. And, you know, I'm respectful, and I feel like everyone else is respectful in this sport. And I understand the theatrics and, like, the, you know, the lead up and the entertainment and fucking trying to sell tickets and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, I feel like you can really cross the line, and I feel like he crossed the line with Paul. And,
you mean Michael, then Paul?
No, he crossed the line with Paul at the press conference, and you know, my guys are like family to me, so fuck him.
Is that a fight you want, or do you think he's not on Paul's level?
I think Paul will bash him. It won't even be competitive. Like we've seen tonight, you know, Manu's obviously very good, and he out-grappled someone who, you know, openly promotes that he's a grappler. I don't think. Look, Paul Logan's way better than his record. You know, yeah, he's 9-7, but the guy's saved some shows. You know, takes fights short notice. You know, he's had 2 losses to Urseg, Shannon Ross. I mean, if you take all these guys off that he's fought, you know, he doesn't have a bad record. He's lost to some of the best guys in the country. He's very good. People don't give him the credit he deserves, I don't think. And
well, I was going to say, I guess I want to get your opinion on what Paul Logan had to go through the last 2 weeks, 2 fights. He loses them both. I mean, he's been a consummate professional. He made weight. Was that your idea? Was that his? Like, talk us through Paul's last 2 weeks.
Okay, so we took the Philpott fight. I thought it was a great fight. Philpott's a featherweight coming down to bantamweight. You know, I think it's very important that a guy needs to make weight at bantamweight. Paul's a flyweight coming up. Philpott was obviously sick and pulled out. And then I already knew, because we were offered the fight with Gauchi, and I said, look, message us next Sunday, and if we're not busted up, we'll take it. And I thought that Paul would finish Philpott early, so I was confident that we'd be able to take both. It turns out that he pulled out like a couple of days later, and Gauchi still didn't have an opponent. When I'd done a little bit of like research, I felt like it was a very similar game plan to beat Sean, and I kind of felt like Philpott was like a faster, more experienced version of what we've seen with Gauchi. And so I sort of broke it down, and I just really felt like that was a good fight for us. So we jumped into that, and then obviously we flew down here on Thursday, and on Wednesday we found out Gauchi was out. So, you know, obviously we wish him well. I've seen the infection he's got. It's fucking horrendous. So I really hope that he's healthy and that he gets through that. But yeah, you know, it is what it is, and we go through these roller coasters. We've been offered fights that don't make sense. We've been offered all sorts of shit. As far as making weight, you know, Paul's a professional. He wasn't going to cut 4 or 5 kilos to make weight. He was very close to weight. He was in shape, and I just to get overwhelmed by the situation, but that's part of learning and embracing it. You know, no one seizes a moment and enjoys it like he does, but he was winning the clinch game tonight. You know, I felt like he was really doing well against the wall. I felt like we had the advantage on the mat, and obviously when they broke apart, both guys just fucking threw down. And you know, if you throw down, like, then
let you go. Your support with Hex has been second to none, especially from a man that is a promoter. You've got your own your own promotion, Beatdown. What can we expect heading into 2024 from Beatdown?
Big shows, bigger than last year, or sorry, this year. I think we're going to get some great events, and we've got a massive co-main event for the next fight. One of the best amateurs in this country is going to turn pro, and we've got an international for him to fight. So it's going to be a fantastic co-main event. We're just waiting to lock in the main event, but we're expecting an announcement of both of those in the next few weeks, and I expect that. Oh, cheers, boys! Thank you.
Mad Max Kelly, providing the coach with a beer.
You know, I expect that. Again, a lot of people talk about Beatdown Promotions, but like we've had 5 shows, man. You know, like why are we so good? Because I've fought for everyone everywhere, and I just take what I got and I make it work to the highest quality we can, and it works out. So
Big Tony's coming in here. Tony the tradie, come on in. Now, you just took on Brendan Favola. Now, how was that experience? AFL legend. He's a UFC fighter. Forget about him. It's not about him anymore. What was it about fighting Favola that you enjoyed?
It was just a great experience. Good support, such an excellent platform. Yeah, that's it. It was just a great experience.
Were you a big fan of Favola before this?
Never knew him.
Hey, Tony, I got a question for you.
Yeah, mate.
Do you have a Kyokushin karate background, Tony?
No, nothing.
Fuck. He's striking out the back was sick. Those leg kicks, I'm telling you, in there weren't like they were out the back. That man can kick a tree down.
Tony, congratulations. We'll let you go.
Appreciate it, bud.
I'll finish this off with Damien Brown. I want to
finish.
That was what were you talking about? I got distracted.
Beatdown Promotions. So we run a good show. I feel like it's experience based, and I'm really excited for 2024. I feel like a lot of people are going to be surprised with the things that come out in the next 3 weeks. Maybe they won't be, but maybe they hope they wouldn't happen. But fucking here we are. Beatdown Promotions 2024 is going to light up the MMA scene.
Loving it. Now, finally, your coach, your pupil, Mad Max Kelly, has never watched you in the UFC. I want your thoughts on that.
Oi, maybe he should learn how to brawl. If he watched my fight, he would have won the brawl. Nah, look, I'm okay with it. You know, there's plenty of people in sport that don't watch the sport. Like, I actually know footballers that don't watch football. I know fighters that don't watch fights. Like, it's okay. Like, yeah, well, that's a question. But you know, I don't care, man. You know, I teach martial arts and I teach it to all these people, and obviously you guys can see that we have a great sense of humor amongst our guys, and you know, I really love my guys. I like Max. You know, he's like family to me. You know, he's like my kid. Honestly, I got to tell my kid to be quiet all the time. I got to tell Max to be quiet. It's okay.
You tell him you love him?
I love him, man. He's a good kid. He has a family. He has 2 kids. He's a great human. He's got his shit together. He's got his values right. He's fun to coach. He brings the fun to the gym. I wouldn't change it. You know, I changed the result tonight, but I wouldn't change having Max at the gym. He's like a legend of a human, and I feel my guys' wins and losses the same as I used to my own, and tonight was a shit night, so it is what it is. Back to the gym Monday and we'll get after it.
Well, Damien Beatdown Brown, always appreciate all the time. It's an absolute honour. Thank you, sir.
No worries, man. Thank you.